All right, so this Saturday, Tommy Fury, who is the younger brother of Tyson Fury, they have the same father, different mother, who Tommy just came off the heels of beating Jake Paul, giving Jake Paul Jake's first loss, is now fighting KSI. KSI, in a lot of ways, can be credited for giving birth to this YouTuber boxing stuff. He is a YouTuber out of England, and actually pretty athletic dude and not a bad boxer from what I've seen. But the two clashed tonight in a sold-out arena in England, so let's check out the highlights. All right, so here we go. You see KSI there in the green, jumping around, doing some weird thing with his hands. Tommy comes in, and KSI grabs him. All right, there we go. Again, KSI is doing this weird Coco Beware dance, and then the two clinch. There he is again, doing the Coco Beware dance. Tommy Fury stalking him. He swings an overhand right that misses, and the two clinch. So there it looks like Tommy initiated clinching a little bit. There he is again with this weird Birdman dance. I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to lift off, defy gravity with his arms. Tommy Fury comes in, attacks him, and again, KSI clinches. A little infighting there. Here we go again. The referee separates him. Tommy Fury charges right at him. KSI dips back. Coco Beware dance. Misses a straight right, and he grabs Tommy, as you see by his arm around his waist right there. Here he is again with his Birdman dance, and he's retreating. Tommy is pressing him, and he grabs him again. As you see, he has Tommy's arm locked up. So Coco Beware is doing a lot of clinching. There he's trying to box, but the second Tommy applies pressure, he grabs. So right there was a slight hit behind the head. There was a point deduction by the referee from Tommy hitting Coco Beware in the back of the head. It seems as if he was getting very frustrated from all of the clinching that the ref, by the way, did not almost comment on at all, was allowing all the clinching. Now, granted, shots, blows behind the head can be fatal or are way more serious than clinching, but still the referee should have done something. So maybe that was his frustrated way of retaliating, which he shouldn't have done it that way, but here we go. Referee separates him. Coco Beware throws a couple shots. Tommy Fury presses him again, and they clinch again. All right, referee separates him again. KSI throws an overhand right that misses. He was leaping in. He wasn't throwing many punches, but when he did, it would be that leaped in overhand right, which would almost miss 90% of the time. There, Tommy Fury is aggressive, grabs him, throws punches at him, and KSI instantly ties him up again. Here we go. More ostrich dancing. And Tommy Fury again goes at him, applies pressure, and immediately KSI ties him up. So I know that I said initially the Misfit Boxing League is not like a circus sideshow, that they're actually relatively legitimate kind of mid-level, not pro, but mid-level boxing organization. But unfortunately that night, when you throw in the other co-main event, which was Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis, which, with the brawl and the attempted takedowns, and then you have Fury versus KSI with the way KSI was jumping around like Coco Beware. It was a bit of a circus sideshow. This fight clearly had a pattern. The pattern was KSI would just stay out of range, keep his distance, dance up and down, flapping his arms, almost trying to take flight and lift off into the heavens. I don't know what the hell he was doing, and then every now and then he would shoot in with a straight right hand, which would be eluded by Fury most of the time. That was one aspect. The other aspect was Tommy Fury just stalking KSI going back. And the second Fury throws a couple shots, KSI would tie him up. There was a couple shots behind the head by Tyson Fury from being, as I mentioned before, from probably all of the clinching. He got frustrated. Point was taken away from Tommy Fury for hitting behind the head. Now, this was only a 6-round fight. Tommy Fury did also engage in some holding. After a while, he was holding as well. They were both holding, so it was a lot of posturing, and then hold, and nothing happened. However, in my opinion, Tommy Fury was the aggressor, and Tommy Fury landed way more punches. And Tommy Fury should have won this unanimously. The announcers and many people watching thought that this was a close fight and decision. KSI thought the decision was a robbery. And first of all, the word robbery is only used if something is there's a huge gap. There's a huge difference. This was close. It was a nightmare and it was a jumbled mess, but it was still a close jumbled mess nightmare, close-ish. Fury by no means was putting a whooping on him. He was just hitting him a little more. But in my opinion, as a judge, I would have gone towards Fury's aggression, met with KSI's just his ability and his clear intention not to engage and hold every time Tommy Fury got close. Tommy Fury also a couple times was able to step back from KSI's charge or go to the side and hit him with a couple counter shots. Didn't do it much, but did it enough. So yeah, I thought Tommy Fury won this fight. Tommy Fury comes from a huge boxing family. I still have hope for him in the future. If he just keeps fighting and getting more experience and something like this, believe it or not, a fight like this, guys, will only make Tommy Fury better because you usually don't see stuff like that. Like I remember one time sparring these guys in a frat house. When I was in college, actually, they had a frat house and they were like a frat on frat fight party. And I remember they came to my boxing gym because I was in a real boxing gym, and they wanted to spar some real fighters to get ready for their like frat boy brawl. And they were coming in like windmilling punches and closing and doing behind the back and I didn't expect any of it. And believe it or not, I got caught a couple times, lightly, but I got caught because I didn't expect it. But after that, I expected it. So it just added another layer to my game. And the same thing for Fury. I think he could take this and go forward. KSI, I had better hopes for. I think if he would have engaged and actually had a real plan, a real game plan, he might have had a way better chance because KSI is very athletic. Very athletic. He's a pretty hard puncher, pretty fast puncher. For a non-boxer, especially, he's very naturally gifted. But he said it himself, this is a hobby for him. So that's what's going on there. So I want to know, did you guys see this fight? And I know a lot of you probably are stifling up your own vomit for me even bringing this up. But look, it still is boxing. I want to know, did you guys see the fight? And what did you guys think of KSI versus Fury? Or Logan Paul versus Dennis? Tell me in the comments.